this special stream today. Uh, I'm going to probably play some Among Us in a moment. We are still waiting on the guest of honor, ConstantineDTW, to set up. But for now,
I have a
we're
cat
just gonna wait.
screaming right into the microphone. This is already good. Off.
Alright, can you all hold for a moment?
Great to see you got your son back, Constantine, and your computer.
And hello,
Yeah.
everybody. I'm just telling all my streamers that I have right now. We have Constantine from ConstantineDTW. We have JoeyGatorman from pretty much his
JoeyGatorman. Yes.
And then we have everyone's favorite, UzWorm from UzWorm.
What I do? What?
I don't know.
Oh, just introducing folks in my stream.
Oh, hi.
People.
I took my headphones off for a second, put them back on. I was like, and UzWorm.
Alright.
Indeed.
So how bad is this bench cleaning task? I got an announcement thing saying that's a new thing.
Oh, it's easy. You just click on like 5 things.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yep.
And if an imposter's in there, it kicks them out.
That's
And,
right.
hello, Shadow Derpy. We sooner or later we are all going to try to guess who is the killer and hope not to die, or where the
Ooh,
killer
no.
probably stab everyone in the face.
It'll just be me and Constantine back to back for the first 2 rounds.
Yes.
Like
Hello,
last time. Yeah.
hello, Eisen, watching from my Twitch channel. Among Us with UzWorm and Ivan Ooze, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. So
And Knuckles?
Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles.
well,
Why not? I say.
hope you're doing all right, Eisen. Welcome to this stream.
I'm kind of happy to take a break from meatspace and join you all.
Fresh meat.
What about Knuckles? And Knuckles.
Okay then.
All right.
Oh god, I remember somebody did a Sonic Mania mod that replaced everything with Knuckles.
You know, as you do.
Oh, Lord.
Knuckles.
Feels like an improvement to me.
All right.
So let me
Get rolling here pretty
Oops.
soon. Now we have enough to do a short game or so, but we are supposed to get a couple more.
We're short Red, Leedsy, and P Funky, and I think Pan Annie.
Pan.
Pan's not gonna join.
Yeah, Pan bailed.
Okay. All right. So Leedsy, Red, and Funky.
Alright, hold on, folks. We
Oh,
are
Red's
get my
typing.
thingy
There's
set up.
typing.
Oh!
Calm down, Joey.
The suspense is killing me.
Easy.
Okay, so Red's not joining then. There you go.
Oh,
Alright.
never mind.
I figured if they were typing instead of joining, they'd be like, whoops, no.
What? Psych's here.
A wild stick appears.
Psych.
Excellent.
Psych, what happened to your busted PC?
How do
There we
toggle
go. We
this
got it working.
part of it? Okay. I'm not here, but I will be saying to you, have a good stream.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
thank you, Psych. Hey.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Doug.
You can
Psych.
be here, you can join us.
Special guest.
Yeah, that's the least I could do because I'm a freaking fuck that can do research on computer cases.
Alright, Psych,
Oh.
it's time to play on your phone.
I don't even have the thing on
Among
my
Us.
phone or anything.
Download it.
I seem to recall it
Nice
being
second.
free to download.
I thought for a moment I thought you were on the bus going to work or something like that.
I'm home. I'm just talking on my phone right now because I'm not even sure I can turn my PC on right now
Good.
because I took all the hard drives away.
Bone size ready.
Okay, so now we just gotta wait on
P-Funky and Leedsy.
right.
Yeah, I'm well, I've got a.
Lizzie is here. You see? Hi, I'm an imposter.
It's
Leedsy
even worse
sounds
than the
weird.
impression you did
Sounds
of
a little
me.
different. Does she have a cold?
It's not worse than the impression he did of you.
Oh no, I think it is.
No, I did only one, and it was the one that was caught on clip and was absolutely fucking shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, and
As-
Constantine, could you provide the code, because I'm hitting the join button, but it's refusing to let me join.
Oh, dear.
okay.
And also tell and which server we're doing it on.
North America. That might be why you're having the problem.
Bonesaw is ready.
And there we go.
I mean, it's good. It's good to have Psych here, even if Psych isn't playing.
Yeah, that's true. The commentary is always worth having. Well, that reminds me, I need to.
It would be more worthwhile if you were here actually playing, so we could kill him and wait.
Darn hell.
That reminds me, I have to switch modes to talk.
Oh God, I just.
The guy.
So this is the
Eisen
first
saying-
time. This is the first time I
Right.
played in so long, and I just noticed that the cap is now 15.
Yeah, the game got some changes.
Yeah. Eisen saying, "Don't mind me, just a random cacodemon passing by. Okay, bye."
Yeah, if anything, it's the new voice proximity mod for the game, except I'm everywhere.
Oh dear.
Prequel
Alright.
to Doom. ...
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we can go with the 7, with one imposter to start with anyway.
I mean, if it helps, I can be an imposter.
Psych sus
I'm
every
telling
day.
you, download it on your phone. Just hop in.
I mean, I guess I could try at that point like that.
P-Funke used to do it. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Eisen's asking.
I don't
Eisen-
know.
Eisen's asking, wasn't Among Us just a Doom mod to begin with?
B and Pokey Pal are now one.
What do you mean?
T-Bone
face
Saw.
not recognized?
I've overlapped my ooze with Ooze's ooze.
Because
No,
I
you don't
like rename myself every time I play Among Us.
There.
Oh, Leedsy! Oi!
I'm still getting set up.
My
Right.
stupid phone can't recognize my face. And then
Huh?
technology.
It's like,
Really?
It's like all I heard was my face.
It doesn't help that I was just thinking
God,
about
what the
Macho
fuck?
Man Randy
No,
Savage
so-
for.
My phone has forgotten who I am. What the fuck?
No, Psych
So
broke
that's
up
such
because,
a unique problem.
because he had to do a cacodemon fart, so.
As one does.
Oh my god, Steam load faster.
Leedsy.
Psych, I think the phone
Steam is
knows
taking
who
its
you
sweet
are, just
time,
wants-
sorry.
doesn't want to deal with
Oh,
you.
son of a
Yeah, it
bitch.
took me a minute to fire it up too.
Yeah.
And I forgot my password too. Fuck that.
Now I'm Jody Altor.
Yeah.
So it would seem.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, there's Funke.
Hey.
P-Funke.
We will become
Jody-
one.
Like it's
Jody
working to unlock
Goiter.
my phone, so what the fuck can't I install? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Jeez.
Psych took the hard drives out of his phone, and now it's fucked.
Oh, hi, P-Funky.
It's consistency anyway.
Alright, so...
Alright, it's downloading.
What do you know,
I have no
Steam?
clue if I can have a Discord or anything onto the phone all at once, but I guess only one way to find out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I guess the only thing, once Steam cooperates with Leedsy, we can go.
Yeah, it's
Well,
almost there.
yeah, we're close.
Okay, alright. When am I born again? Alright, January 1st,
When am I born
Already
again?
done.
When am I born?
I'm not sure I was ever born. I was just.
Hello, I have been born.
All right,
It's a
so
party
we're
now.
gonna.
Okay.
So my
Well,
big announcement for the night, the other day I got an Among Us blind box, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh.
Nice.
It was a red with a toilet paper on its head, and it's a little stamper. It makes stamps.
Yeah, is there the chat posted anywhere? Not the chat, but my phone is backward.
The room code, you mean?
Yeah. It's like I might need it in order to join
I'll
because.
I'll DM it to you.
Or you can just post it in the thing.
Yeah,
there we go.
I DM'd it to you. Whatever.
All right, copy text. Okay. It's North America.
Yep.
Okay, paste. Like the paste I'm eating.
So 1949. Tell us about the war, Grandpa Eyeball.
Fuck! I have to log in. Whoops! Hold on a second. I guess I gotta make an account.
If I join together Ooze, what would my name be?
Okay, sign in. Okay, all right.
JoeyGatorman.
We will all become one. We don't have to be we don't have to worry about imposter because we'll all
We're all
be
gonna
one.
get kicked out of the room.
Yeah. I think my pairing with Dials sounded better. Jody Goiter.
Goiter.
So why am I called Soggy Car? What the fuck?
What?
That's the name that was given to me by the.
It's because you were born in 1949.
I mean, you can go into account.
I knew it.
Yeah, we knew
Okay,
it.
all right.
Oh no, the server imploded.
All right, well, new room code.
We tried.
We're not finding the game you're looking for.
Yep, you're just too late.
We literally just got booted.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Again.
I fucking suck at technology. Also, I need the code. Okay.
Code's up.
I sent you the new one.
Hurry, Psych.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Man, the music I'm listening to tonight is way too chill for Among Us.
Well, hey, we need chill Among Us such as it is. I want some crazy and some fun and some just.
Oh my god, it actually worked.
Hey,
nice.
That's probably how he sounded
That's
in
Klingon there, or Hebrew.
That's probably how they sounded in England or Scotland. Pick.
Oh, speaking of funny mispronunciations.
I'm on phone. I'm not gonna be able to mute myself, so hopefully I'm not gonna be too loud.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I mean, you never muted yourself before, anyways.
This is true.
All right.
Yeah, but now the suspense is going to be like palpable, like grapes.
Okay, I gotta go to the vault to do shit. We go into the vault. We got fun games.
Okay, so you can do touch control.
Yeah. Stop talking.
Hey, look at that! I'm moving.
Gotta go to the vaults, but first I'll just take the
dirty.
Welp.
Oh
Dirty.
God!
Wow. Found,
was this in the? Oh, was this in the shower?
This was in the singular shower. You walked right past it.
I did. I just walked underneath that room.
I'm gonna say this. I was currently in engine room. I started on the kitchen and I did some wiring in engine room. I was actually gonna head to the shower until the body was reported.
Well,
okay,
and
let me see if
happened because I started in the singular shower and I didn't encounter like anyone this whole time.
Yeah, let me see if I can recall everyone who walked through. So I was putting all the towels away, and a lot of people walked through there. So I believe I saw Funke, Psych, Bonesaw. Oh, sorry, Mike Murdoch, and yeah.
And you saw
and then
me.
I saw Ooze, walking through the hallway. So
yeah, I spawned in the brig, did the Garbo task in the main hall, and then I just walked underneath that. I didn't see any. I didn't look in that room.
The game took a sweet time to load.
I think I wasn't in the room yet when you walked past me.
Yeah, I mean, the game on my part, the game took its sweet time to load. I started in Brig too. I downloaded data over there. Then I went to Vault, and I was about to head down when the body was called.
I spawned in kitchen, and I did see Mike spawn in there after me. I had wires, and I made the burger, and I was just putting the pistols away when the body was called.
And like I was saying, I started in main hall and I had wires in the single shower room right above me. So I started there, went down into electrical, and I was just on my way to a security. I did not encounter a single person. P-Funk spawned in records, did wiring. When Dial saw him, then did wiring next to records, then went to wiring in cargo bay.
Well, for now, I'm gonna skip because we don't have much information to go on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll skip too.
I don't know. I like singing while I'm doing stuff. So, to the brig, going to the vault. Gotta take care of this. Yarg, he be the pirate. Oh god, crash course! Ah, dang it. Dang it.
Hold on. Can I have sound effect in the game?
What?
Yeah, I have a little problem. I can't hear the game sound at all.
I think you should be able to have it on.
No, I think it's because of Discord.
Let's see, cockpit stabilized steering, so let me do that. Task completed. Now I gotta do is empty the poop. Oh god, sabotage comms. There we go. Modi. I remember playing. Oh god!
Okay.
Yeah, I found the. I sadly found Al when I was heading to do the whole upload the communications outside the ship, and there was the body. And before that, I had to do 3 different tasks. I had to polish the emerald. I had to put clothes on the mannequin. I had to download the data that was going to be uploaded from that. And then I also did some making sure to adjust course so we don't crash into a mountain.
Sure.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Well,
so, sorry, go ahead, Uz.
I was gonna say I was up in the vault. I think I saw Leedsy and P-Funk up there, and then I walked down, saw a bunch of people were in comms because it had been sabotaged, and then I was kind of walking through main hall at the end.
Mike, where did you say the body
with Constantine?
You know the area where the that kitchen, and you have to go through that to the south in order to upload the data from outside the ship.
The viewing deck.
Yep.
Okay. Outside left, or it's the one
on the
left.
left.
Right?
The
Okay,
left, right
right
next, like right next to the door to kitchen.
Okay, and that was Dial's body. Okay.
Correct.
I started in Brig. I went down to do electrical. I had to reset the breakers. I saw Pokepal there. Go to the left. I also saw UzWorm there along the way. I forgot which way he went from electrical. Then afterwards, I went up to the showers. I had to pick up the towels, put them away. I did wiring in lounge and cargo and cleaning the toilet. And when the body was called, I was in records. Lazy was there.
Yep, also correct.
I was down there for a second there. I was checking on the cams for a second, then I went back up.
I
Running out of
saw ooze and
I
saw ooze and electrical, and I finally got my pistols put away, and I was by Mike and Psych by the comms, and I almost have a hype train. I almost have a hype train right now on my channel. I've never had one before. So
Oh, nice.
Congrats.
minute
Well
and a
done.
half for it
Oh
to
yeah, also
actually
that
get there.
thought just occurred to me. This game is on Switch. I could just buy it for my Switch.
Oh, there you go.
True.
Yeah, that'll work.
I mean,
Also, I
it
like
would
to
work
bring it
better
to
than
the
on a
like-
phone. Right now, I'm wrestling with this garbage.
We all know Psych can survive the internet, despite tangled wire shenanigans somehow. But can he survive Among Us?
Apparently
every time-
not.
Every
The
time
only
I have the
problem is
garbage
you'd have to
task,
figure
I'm
out a way to do
wrestling with
voice
it.
chat because the Switch doesn't support that natively.
Alright, time to do this. Here goes the trash. Yeah, my nose. Now I have to find the main hall to fix the wiring there.
Calm down, Psych.
I'm just trying to steer my fucking dumbass.
Alright, and last but not least is cargo.
Oh my goodness!
Don't give the game away. Na, 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 na.
I
Fuck
saw
this
that.
shit. Yeah, that was me. Fucking throw me out. I don't care.
I was so busy being hyped by the fact that I got the hype train that I almost didn't see it. It's my first hype train. Yeah, so yeah, Ooze murdered Funke at the tapes.
Oh, is that right?
It is indeed.
Which name it?
It's Columbus.
Well-
I was saying, to be fair with those, like, I have as an experiment way back when I did Among Us on Constantine's server with a Switch. It was okay, but nothing can replace it with the PC, you know.
Did anyone else hear that slamming sound right when Joey finished saying that? That was perfect.
Can't say I did, but it would not surprise me.
Alright, now play. Perfect. There we go. And
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Yay! My final
it's
task
not-
was.
There was no fucking point. Psych's not winning as an
So
imposter.
hard I couldn't.
Oh man, that was.
I mean, honestly, let me throw that caveat out there too. I'm sorry in advance if anyone gets me as an imposter partner, because I am just not working hard tonight.
So, was that you
Yeah,
who?
I'm just not sure if it's gonna work on phone. Like, I'm sorry, everyone.
I mean, I think it'll work with task. It's just I don't think imposter games will be that easy.
Yeah, it's like it's too difficult.
Today he was.
Yeah,
losing from.
this Funkay's problem always was with the phone version that it was harder to do the kills. I think.
Yeah, because you have to press to move and you have to stop and then press to hit the button. It's the same problem with mouse control.
Yeah, it's like I literally tried like to kill 2 or 3 people last round, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I figured that was what was happening.
Psych,
Yeah,
are
who
you?
killed,
I'm sorry, Yos, I tried.
Give it one more shot, Psych. Let's see how you're.
Also,
let's see how you
Psych-
do on.
I think I'll bow out.
Sykes the one who killed Shower.
Okay.
I
yeah.
didn't do that. I didn't know anyone was in there.
Oh,
that was a good
that was
cover,
successful
so.
then.
All right. Anyway, Pake, you need to rejoin.
Anyway, enjoy the stream, everyone.
Bye,
Peg.
bye, Psych.
Yes,
Take
see
care.
ya, Psych. Thanks for trying.
He's very
we
trying.
tried.
Wait, what?
All right, I upped the cooldown
What are you, my
to,
dad? What?
All right, that sounds fine. All right, then we're ready to go. We don't have to wait for anyone else.
1 second for me. The kiddo needs a hug, so he's getting a hug.
Oh,
For
sure.
all of us.
I mean, go ahead.
Tell him his shadow plushie will also give him hugs.
Yay.
Leedsy says your shadow plushie will give you hugs too. Don't forget. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
Now we get to see what happens next this time. Okay, thank God, crewmate. I really hate playing imposter. I really do. Okay, let's see. So, cargo bay, fuel the engines. So, sabotage. Let me take care of that. Survey how decontaminate. Okay. I'm dirty, need to clean up myself. Gotta make sure I don't get a virus. There we go. We did that. Now I got pick up the towels. Oh God, avert the crash course. Watch out. Gotta get to the end. Got. Okay. 93144. Come on. Okay, thank God. We okay, folks. We're not crashing into a building today. It's loose balloons. Ah! Somebody killed Gator, and what happened was that I was doing the pick up the towels after I prevented us from crashing us into a building, and as soon as I turned, I just saw his body right next to the showers.
Yeah, I actually was coming up just behind you there. It looked like he was doing the ventilation thing on the platform.
This was over in the gap room then?
No, this
Shower
was in
room.
the shower room where the uneven ventilation gap where you put in the code.
Oh, yeah, there.
Yeah, I saw him do the first half of that when I came down through cargo bay. Just before the alarm went off, I checked vitals and no one was dead. So these are 2 recent-ish kills.
All right.
So it
Well,
had happened
I can
after the
confirm
alarm.
that
then.
I can confirm that Bonesaw did the right side of the gap room.
I did the left. I think Ooze and who else was there? Who saw me do it?
So Dial was over there. Constantine was also over there, which gives me pause because Constantine's also dead.
Pokepow was also on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pokepal,
followed.
Dial, Constantine, and I were all over there. I left. Constantine also left the room, but I don't think left the area.
I was making a burger. Funky, where were you? I don't think we've heard from you.
Well, Pokepal walked into the armory, and I walked into the cockpit at the very end.
Oh, funny, I was in the armory.
All right. Well, P-Funke is Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's
I,
precious.
P-Funke has to
That was
say
a while
about
ago.
this. I know, but it's all we got.
I mean, yeah, so Columbus, Dial, and Pokepal were in the area of Max Power, and Bonesaw and Leedsy were in the area of JoeyGator.
Doing breakers. Okay.
Okay, let's keep
Well,
keep our eyes and knees open, people.
Or was it just the one that was found?
I'd actually like to throw a slight sus on Pokepal for Constantine's death, just because I saw Pokepal walking down from where I believe Constantine might have been, but I'm not gonna vote. Some fangirl you are.
Haunt me.
Just wants Senpai to notice her.
Alright. There we go. Alright. Now I gotta go to communications. First I have to enter the stupid ID code. What the?
Hi, what's up, Bonesaw?
I did see somebody looking like I think it was P-Funky because it was kind of quick, but I did see someone just did a jump in the vents in the engine room.
Do you know it was P-Funke, or do you think it was P-Funke?
I mean, he's the other grey one.
Yeah, it was. It looked very like a grayish color that just jumped into the vent.
Where does that vent go?
That's
Which
a good.
one?
That's a good
The
question.
one in the engine room.
I think
The
it
one
goes
in
to
the one in
kitchen
the-
and I can't remember where else.
It goes to kitchen and the one that's in the main hall, I think, in
Okay.
the bottom room there.
Because I saw P-Funky. I'm not sure that was P-Funky because I just saw P-Funky.
I just saw P-Funke down at the ventilation room. So, yeah, if you saw P-Funke up there, then there probably might have been some venting going on.
Also, Leedsy died. Now, Leedsy was just in the meeting room with me, and Bonesaw just went into the meeting room to call the emergency.
I was gonna say this could definitely just be a body cover-up.
It can't be. Well, it can't be because I did see that. And as soon as I saw someone venting, I immediately run into the meeting room to hit the emergency button.
You mean to hit
I
Leedsy?
To hit Leedsy and then press the emergency meeting
Because
button.
I just saw her alive. She's only just died.
We have to vote someone.
I'll take the fangirl's word for it.
Woo!
Vote for Bonesaw. Because it's suspicious.
UzWorm senpai.
Never do that again.
Alright. If you want to vote, like I said, I feel it's P Funky because I did see the venting.
I hope it's worth the noise.
Well, I have one thing to say. And it's...
Macaque!
And hello, Big Slim. How's it going? Hey, I'm dead now. Where's the button to do the thing? On the bright side. On the bright side, I can get the task done without having to go all the way around. Communications. Wait, communications right there.
Oh damn! Man, it was funky.
Called it! I called it!
You did.
And
Well,
also,
Leezy won.
Leezy died.
You gotta be more confident, Mike. All you gave us was like, I think it might have been P Funky.
Well, it had.
I was yelling in the dead chat like, dude, nobody cares that I died. I literally just saw Bonesaw right before he pushed the button.
Literally an afterthought.
He should be saying, oh my god, Leezy's dead. I just saw her a second ago. Who
Right?
did it?
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Sorry,
I
Glenn.
fucking laughed.
I did.
Third. Yeah, you did a third imposter kill.
Right up
Yes.
until the time that you
I
voted
think
the
I
wrong
might
person
have.
off.
Like I
think
said,
might have-
that game was
I think
all.
he got further away than I thought.
Yeah, I was in the cockpit.
That's not the meeting
Same.
room.
I mean, I'd seen her and then she must have left.
Okay. Doing deck fix wiring. Snap the wires into place. There we go. Download the data. And there we go. At least I have 2 in main hall I need to do.
No, lazy.
Oh no, not lazy. Yeah.
I entered showers, I checked dial left showers as I was coming in. And when I went up, I saw Lazy's dead body by wiring just before records. The body was in showers.
Okay. Well, I see. Well, I'll just say I was in kitchen. All the stuff I did is I made sure to adjust the steering. I downloaded the data from Armory. I did some wiring at the viewing area, and the body was called as soon as I was doing the photos.
Yeah, I saw you down in the armory there. I was in the cockpit at the start. Walked up to vault, left the vault, and Constantine was up there too.
Yeah. I was
saw-
just
You were
outside
doing,
the vote.
doing
I was just
wiring or a
outside
download or
the-
whichever.
It was the
whichever that is.
download panel
Yeah.
there.
I had breakers. I saw P Funky, and I think maybe Bonesaw in electrical.
I was in electrical.
Oh, was it you poking?
Yeah. I saw you in electrical.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah, I saw you in electrical there too, Cactus.
I saw P Funky hanging around there too at the end.
Yeah. I saw quite a bit of P Funky there, but it is near towels, so I don't want to alibi him. But
I'm gonna vote with my heart.
Did you skip Joey or did you vote for someone?
I voted for Dial.
You voted for Dial.
Dial. I thought I told you. I entered showers. Dial had left showers as I was coming in from. Yeah. And
you did say that, and we all forgot.
Yeah, and Lazy's body was in wiring right by the hamper.
This crew forgetting things? Nah.
Huh?
So I understand that puts sus on me because I came down from records, but it wasn't me.
I mean, that is right by where the body was. And Lazy was in showers for, like, right from nearly the start of the round because I saw her while I was fixing after I fixed the shower head.
I mean, I died in showers not that long ago, like last week or week before or something, and everybody walked past my body, so who knows?
Okay. I can be your imposter then.
Well, the good news is that Cactus voted for me, which means I'm wrong.
I can be your imposter, baby.
Hope I have records.
You can't take away the pain, though.
Sorry, Ooze.
I gotta clean myself because I'm dirty. So we gotta clean myself up. Ah! Divert the power to the armory. Then afterwards, sadly I have to go get engine fuel. Engine fuel full of engines. Well, first I have to do this while I'm here. There we go. Hello, Joey. How's it going? Joey, man, get the... Gathering some fuel for the engines, the mighty engine. There's that task done. Okay, engines, hopefully you like some fuel. Ah!
Oh man, I just saw bones.
So I just passed by P Funky on my way down to the meeting room. So not saying that means anything, but I'm thinking that might mean something.
Could mean something, could be... Oh, god damn it, I'm in the viewing deck, so it's going...
Ah, you know the pain from last game.
I was stabbed! Well, at least Columbus had the common decency
spawned in the main hallway and literally just...
At least, I'll have to say this, at least Columbus had the common decency to kill me after I completed my task. So I will give him that.
He was doing the fueling task, but then he came up around through the lounge, so he took kind of a roundabout way to get to, actually they're all roundabout ways to get to main hall from there, but I'd seen him alive in the lounge going to records. I saw Constantine at the safe for like 1,000 hours.
It felt like it. I just could not get the mouse control down today, but I got it.
It's a little fiddly. Do you need to vote someone off?
If we didn't get, if Dial was wrong, then yes. But if Dial was right, then no.
Oh, right,
We're almost done.
Yeah, we did vote out Dial, so
yeah.
It could be wrong. We've had a bad track record today.
Well, we've had a bad track record forever, so.
We've had a bad track record for our entire lives, right?
Every day.
Who did everyone vote for?
Skip.
I skipped, despite of it all.
I mean,
God help us.
Kill, so it must be alright. But
He's gonna win the game again, and I'm gonna be pissed.
Now, where is the power?
There we go. Not just the wiring.
Oh, I
Mute up, Joey.
Oh, I have to complete the task before I hit the chat.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, what? Okay, I was just gonna accuse him of walking away from the emergency, from the communications when the comms were off, but I guess that takes care of that then.
What?
Yeah, I noticed when the comms were out, he was walking right in the other direction, even though he was right there.
Who?
Constantine.
Oh, Constantine. Okay. I mean, anyone have anything to say other than?
I mean, I saw him alive, but it was earlier than Pokepel saw him.
Okay.
I'm not sure I remember seeing. I know I may have. I don't know because I started in Brig or maybe Main Hall. I forget which one, but I went up.
I think you must have started in Main Hall.
Yeah, I probably did.
I didn't see anyone else that entire fucking
I
round.
went up to Vault. I dressed the mannequin.
I have to see if they'll actually know that it's Columbo.
I saw
Columbo!
Joey, Constantine, Pokepel this round, so it looks like it's UzWorm or Funky. Because Pokepel can vouch that I was on the other side of Pokepel and then followed him like for the rest of the round after he saw Constantine.
Alright, I was in cargo bay and medical basically the entire round, and I did not see another soul.
To be honest, but we can win on tasks. There's hardly any tasks left.
That is true. Yes, I am done with mine.
I keep going to the skip guy. He keeps not dying.
Alright, let's see. I already completed all my tasks, so the only thing I'm gonna do is just wait until everyone dies or they finally get Columbo. So let's see what happens.
Somebody's not muted.
This is why I always have push to talk. Anyway, back to silence.
Same.
Comms disabled.
I can't believe we got away with that!
Oh, what the fuck?
Dang it.
God!
A fucking shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Even though UzWorm killed me, at least he had the common decency to let me finish my task before he stabbed me in the head.
That's right.
All right. Who killed Leedsy by the hamper?
Funke killed
Funke.
Yeah.
And
Dial literally just walked past my body.
Yeah, the same situation as last week. Everyone just
Son of
walked
a
by
bitch.
Constantine.
Oh,
I was
that's
also
hell.
a victim of circumstance.
Yep, it happens.
Yep.
Because after I died, I had a download there in the gap
Wow,
room, and I'm like, well, I'm just right here.
Escalated
That's all
quickly.
it takes, is it? That's
And I could just barely see Dial out of the corner of the screen heading down, and I'm like, oh, my download's gonna get interrupted. And he just kept walking, and I'm like, oh, my download finished. That's weird.
Call a
Oh,
newsitter?
that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that stunk.
We were all voting for. Oh,
I
Pokeball, why
voted
did
for
you
I
vote
voted for P Funky because I thought everyone was gonna vote for P
Good.
Funky.
Great, P-Funky was standing in the...
That's great.
meeting
Thanks for
room.
skipping, everyone.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
lord.
Hey
That
guys,
was the real MVPs.
vote to go the other way, and we'd have been
Dial.
okay.
So angry.
Oh, the Angie. Okay, let's see. Oh, I thought I was gonna be starting there. Well, anyway, let's go to the records. Records, download the data. I gotta sort the records. Time to make the donuts. Oh, not really donuts, just time to put the records away. I wish I was making donuts. Oh no! Well, back to work. I'm now a goat. Hopefully somebody finds my torso. It's like, what is that you're hacking off? Is it my torso? It is! My precious torso! Oh god, the record. Oh god, this record thingy. On the bright side, I'm dead, so I can just squeeze myself in. No. 3. 4. That's 6. Where is 5? 5. 6. 7. Okay. And I can have the shower accept new power.
Alright, well, I'm not sure exactly where the body was because the lights are off.
I was about to turn them on.
Alright, well, I spotted the report button standing in the hallway that connects.
It's funny that that I died and Max Power did not do anything. He just ran away.
P Funky was there as well.
P Funky was also there, okay. I didn't see P Funky.
He was doing the upload, the download.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and I traveled with you a bit there, Uz.
Yeah, I saw you in the shower room there.
So it's Joey and Pokepal.
So
That's what
Joey,
it looks
Joey
like.
or Pokepal, where were you? Where were you hanging out?
I went quite a long way. I started in Maine. I went up to I emptied the garbage in Maine. I went up to records to download data. I then went to Cargo Bay to. I then went over into Cargo Bay to take care of the safe. Then electrical, where I had to divert power to main hall. And I was then headed to kitchen to make a burger. And then I went into viewing deck. Well, outside rather, the left viewing deck.
Sure, that does put you in the area, kind of. Pokepal, what were you up to?
I stop in engine room, filling up a fuel thing, and then I made my way up down to armory to put some rifles away.
So that's also in the area, and a little bit more vague.
So who are you thinking, Constantine?
I'm thinking between Pokepal and Joey, Pokepal's story is a bit more vague, more
Sure, but
possibility for
Joey
holes.
put himself right where the body was during the story.
Right. Either or.
I'm gonna go with Joey.
You do know that if you're wrong, then we're all fucked.
Well, I mean,
Or
Well,
that
Oh,
can
so
happen.
that's-
I can tell you one thing: the right vote was not Skip.
Well,
I admit I
somebody
wasn't paying
vote.
attention like at all. I'm still
Fair
watching
enough.
the Olympics. I was
Ah.
Still
playing in
watching
chat.
the Olympic, yes. Is water polo on?
Currently track and field.
Yes.
let's try that.
Yes.
Are we gonna try that again?
Let's
can
try.
try
I
again.
mean, let's not do exactly that again.
We just do
Sure.
exactly the same vote.
Are you sure the part where
This
I
time,
forgot
Leeds is
to
gonna vote.
I
This time, Leeds is gonna vote.
That maybe.
Who is Leedsy voting for is the question.
Who is lead to? So I still think it's Joey.
It'll be 2 to 2 to 2.
The two imposters might just be Joey and Pokepal. I don't know, but
I
mean,
trust
know it's-
Columbus.
I know it's not me and Leedsy and P Funky because we were together like the entire round, pretty much.
Yeah, I actually spent a lot of the first round resigned to the fact that Cactus was gonna kill me, and it never happened.
I was with you 3 a couple of times.
Yeah.
You were a couple of
I
times.
saw you
were
at comms, and then I saw you over at the vault.
Vault.
P Funky, are you gonna vote?
Pole vault. Olympic sport.
P-Funk's got to think about it.
For
Hold
82
on.
Tough
seconds.
choice.
I'm reasonably sure that pole vaulting is witchcraft.
A little bit.
That's what the P stands for in P-Funke.
Pole Funky.
Pole funky.
So he's a witch. Well, he turned me into a newt.
Pole funky.
Pole Funke.
Pole Funky.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. What the-
There we
Very
go.
good.
That's better.
Well,
And
we
then
better
it's
be
Leeds
right.
one again.
Put the rifles away. Wish we could use those rifles, or we could have been safe. But it's not that kind of game. Game. Where's the There's the connection thing. Okay, float over here. Hat. Arg! And, okay. Now to go to the main hall and complete the last 2 thingies before we all are dead. Do the last part of the wiring. At the lounge. There we go. All the tasks are complete, so it's up to them now. We'll see if they live, die, or, I don't know, fart.
No, Cactus!
Avenge me, my love.
My fairy
All right.
godmother.
Well, we have P-Funk AFK again for this round.
Yeah,
I saw
no,
P-Funk was just standing there in kitchen. And Cactus was dead. My haters who made me famous are dead. In the electrical, just in the middle of one of the rooms.
I mean, Pokepal was a candidate from before, so there you go.
All right, well, can we
I
see where
mean,
anyone?
it may as well be a thing.
I mean, where were you? Where were you? And I mean, P-Funky, did you move at all during the round? Is the question. And where were you, Constantine?
I saw P-Funke a lot, and I did see Pokepal. I fixed the lights. I had
Oh,
my
God.
upload.
Oh man.
I had my upload at the viewing deck, which I got it perfect on. I was very happy about. And that was on my way up to meeting room.
P-Funky
So
just
there's
said,
that.
nope,
We'll see what
I had to get
happens.
food. All
Will
right,
we
well,
live
I
or
mean, you
die?
were still standing there a fair bit late into the round. I mean, Constantine, how did you get to the kitchen in the viewing deck?
Well, I spawned in the kitchen.
You spawned in the kitchen. Well, I mean, you weren't in there when I walked in.
No, I didn't- I
Hopefully-
You didn't spend the whole. You didn't
I
spend the whole
think
round in the kitchen.
Pokepal killed me, but I don't know.
When I was doing wires.
Yeah, no, like I said, I went to the viewing deck, came back, and P-Funky was there, and when the lights went out, I turned right around and fixed the lights, and I was on my way back out and up after that point, because I have the garbage in the meeting room, which got interrupted last time.
Alright, you got anything to say, Pokepal, since it seems you're the favorite?
Yeah, I came down to the kitchen from the main hall, made a burger, and that's about it.
Again, I didn't see you in kitchen.
Yeah,
Well, he was definitely there, at least for a minute.
Okay.
I was in and out pretty quickly.
So basically, all three of you were somewhere near thing. I mean, on the other hand, Leedsy could have just killed Cactus in cold blood.
I didn't. I'm watching pole vaulting, and they're all witches.
I think I feel my instincts.
Whatever.
Yeah. Let's go with it. We're here.
We've had a shit night anyway. It doesn't matter.
God damn it! I'm sorry, Pokepal. I could have said the right time.
It's clear. It's just due down to that we were all. The rest of us were kind of all clumped.
Yeah,
together.
all of us were up in Vault except for you two, basically. So
Yeah.
there wasn't much else to go.
Sometimes it just works out like that.
Hey, guess who? $6.
Yeah, meanwhile, we just kept
Oh, hi, Psych. What's up?
Hey!
Psych.
Welcome back.
Are we gonna get Pake back?
I mean, hold on, I need to, oh yeah, that's right. You customize your character in the game, that's right.
Yes.
But yeah. But yeah, I remember getting killed, and then Constantine did. Like, if Constantine just went up into the record room, he would see me dead.
Oh, damn. That close, huh?
Ultra close.
Happened to be seconds before Joey killed me.
Worf, good to have you.
Alright, there we go. Now I got the customization option. Not all of them, but I got some.
Hell yeah.
I got
Great.
my pay.
Gold and women's pole vaulting.
All right.
I know no one cares but me, but still.
You found the witches, now it's time to burn them.
I don't even have clothes, I'm naked!
Oh lord.
You're wearing an egg.
Just embrace the free will and psych.
Join the nudist colony.
Oh no, not imposter! I'm gonna fail.
Freaking egg on my face!
That's the ID code there. That's big. Comps goes silent. Yeah, I really hate playing imposter. It is bad. Oh no, I'm stuck.
I can hear someone doing breakers.
And it's not me! Hey, oh, wanna do a breaker?
No.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
And I just came
Oh,
in on the
well,
body
Psych,
from
but-
opposite directions.
You did good, Psych.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was about to say, confirmed Psych wasn't imposter because I could see him doing the breakers, and I could hear him doing the breakers.
Yeah, same, on all counts, and I
Yeah, maybe I
Alright,
should lower
so-
my volume.
I just finished the distributors, and I did see Psych still alive, and I saw Leedsy and Pokepal in the general vicinity at
Well,
the
where
time.
was the body, Pokepal?
It was in electrical.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was off to the left, just at the door to medical.
Alright, Joey and I were both in the meeting room, so we didn't have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the main. I was only in the main hall taking care of the garbage.
How'd you get to main hall?
Well, Joey would see me that I was coming out from the north end of the ship. I was trying to unlock the doors because somebody closed us.
I saw you coming from there too. Come to think of it, so yeah, you're right. You were up in the gap room area.
Who were all the people in electrical towards the end there?
Yeah,
Well, there's me and yeah, Leedsy. I saw Leedsy on the security side. Pokepal right by when I was finishing the distributors were right there, and I could see Psych out of the corner of my eye, and he was still alive at the time.
So you, Pokepal, and Leedsy were all down there.
Correct.
Yeah, like it had to have like just happened because I saw Psych go to the right ahead of me, and as I was approaching behind him, I saw that now he's suddenly a ham hock, and Pokepal was approaching from medical from the other side. So I don't know what the hell happened.
So it's.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw say sus on all three of them, but I think we could skip.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I don't think we have enough.
I wasn't listening.
Pokepal, Leedsy, and Constantine were the three people who were in the area.
Pokepal, Leedsy, and Constantine.
Cactus, you're supposed to vote for Ooze, I thought.
Yeah, what happened?
Me.
The hating has gone too far.
Well, this is gonna be easy. I found Dial at the code entry, and I saw in the meeting room, and I saw Pokepal walking away.
Did you?
And did you also know what I saw? I saw my hands picking up a gun as I was shelving it. Boy, the Switch version is amazing technology.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Pokepal then. Okay.
Yeah, Pokepal.
Yeah, I thought
I
there
mean-
was someone there, so sorry.
No, you have to go down the ladder for the vent. Yeah.
Cactus.
That would be horrible if there was events in the meeting room.
Oh God, yes.
Oh no.
Cactus, it looked like you were just kind of taking the platform over to check on us. So you looked like you was annoyed that I took it, but well, it worked out.
Yeah, but at least you found the cop, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm to the point that I'm probably going to take the easy way out because I really don't like playing imposter at all, and I'd rather just take the easy way out.
Pokepal, you're not muted.
Who is snickering?
I think we all know who was.
Sorry, we're having too much fun with that chat without you. We're
Oh
all
my
talking
lord,
shit
there's
about
one.
everyone.
What?
Well, then kill me.
I didn't do nothing.
It was me. It was me, but
Oh, it was you. Okay.
yeah,
It was Mike Murdoch.
It's
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
because
looking for Joey's body because we had just encountered each other in kitchen, and he very politely let me walk ahead. And I walked all the way through electrical and checked the board, and now suddenly Joey was dead. I'm like, I just saw him. I can find the body, and I was running around trying to find him.
Oh, yeah, it might have been near where I was because I was walking right next to.
like I said, I really hate playing imposter like so
It
much.
was outside on the right.
Yeah, I had just found you, but I
Outside
couldn't
on the
record
right.
it.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Now I have clothes
nearly
on.
checked
I am decent.
Boo.
You're no longer naked.
It looks really weird with those pants and that and the color skin on that hat. It looks kind of unicorn and the pale.
So you're saying it's fashion?
It looks
So Joan
Yeah, it's
Rivers
like-
fashion
yeah.
don't.
It was advertising.
I think I might have, like,
In the egg on my face, look.
Lego my ego.
I'm just saying I like him better when he was
Oh, thank God, crewmate.
Don't
Yeah.
remind me that.
Okay, let's see. So do.
You look like a redneck, psych. That's what you look like.
an egg neck.
An egg.
He is the Eggman. He has the master plan. Okay, let's see. Get the rifles. Arm. I wish I can carry one of these rifles to start murdering the imposters. just take them and just start shooting everyone until we find out someone's the imposter. There we go. Oh yeah, I have to stabilize the steering, so let's take care of that. Come on, steering, let me stabilize you. Oh yeah, I can take the scenic this route to get to the thing.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
boy.
boy.
That's a lot of death.
So yeah, I found Lizzie dead. She was polishing a ruby.
Look, I'm aggressive. I'm not this aggressive. It's gotta be someone else.
Probably Constantine.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's
but
right.
No, it's not me. I can tell you that. What did I complete? I completed 2 wiring tasks at the start. One of them was perfect, I might add, which I'm very happy about. And I was putting towels away when the triplicate of corpses got called. I also took a shower.
Well, I'll
Who
sit.
were the 4 of us who were at comms?
That will be me. I was trying to figure out this comm.
Was Bonesaw who was there for quite a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw Bonesaw going that way when the comms got called.
I'm trying to remember where. I don't think I saw anyone because I went in from the showers room where I saw Pokepal. I walked all the way across main hall engine room over to comms. Pokepal
Sorry
was
about the
after I saw
burping.
you doing, I think, the towels.
Yeah, sorry about the burping. I had a root beer float.
Download there, and then some very rude person decided to call 3 dead bodies or something and
Okay.
interrupt my download. So
Oh, how dare those 3 murders?
Yeah, P-Funky
spoil your work.
was also there. I saw P-Funky there. Constantine, what did you say you were doing? You
I
said you did
was
the wiring
putting-
where?
I did the wiring first at the viewing deck, I believe it was. Then I did it at the engine, and then yeah, I was putting towels away when this all turned up. I had them all picked up, and I put the first one in the bin. I was sad.
Alright.
It's like, I don't know, at this point I'd say the most likely suspect are the people who weren't at con at all.
Which is who? Dial, Constantine, and Pokepal?
Yeah, it's like so far
Probably,
these
yeah.
will be my
Dial, did you say
suspects.
where you were yet?
I was at the bottom of the ship. I spawned in kitchen, did the wiring, and I did the burger. And then went to the right. I saw P Funky walk by me, so
I took
that's
a shot.
all I had.
Good votes, everyone.
Fucking vote, folks. Don't make me have to institute the wobbly rules again.
Nah, you're not worth it.
Wow.
That's fucking evil.
The stereo sounds strange. Okay, I gotta stop singing now. I'm gonna be DCMA'd. I've been listening to a song called called Little Dark Age, and it's been kind of earworm. All right, got the fuel. Hello?
Oh, whoops.
What?
Choo-choo! Checka. Damn it, the comms are damning again. Take theirs quickly and then turn. There we go. I put away the rifles already.
UzWorm, no.
Oh dear.
Okay. So
Okay. Yeah, I came up on the body and I saw a dial right there.
Same. Yeah, I was walking up after doing the upload, so.
I was gathering some fuel to put in the engines, and then when the comms went down, I had to fiddle with the dial again to get it back up. After that, then I fueled the engine.
It kind of sucks because you two are my main suspects right now. So, like at this point, it's just like, is it really Dial who did it, or you know, it could also be Constantine self-reporting.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you vote me out, we're done. So, but we didn't vote anybody out, so we do need to vote somebody.
Yeah, I mean, the game is either gonna end here or not. Like at that point, what did everyone else?
I spent most of my time in cargo. I didn't see much of anyone for the most part. Actually, I did see Bonesaw crossing by. We went through records, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I saw no one, so I'm quite of no help.
Where were you, Constantine?
Well, after I finished the towel task, I had 2 tasks around the lounge. I had the trash and the toilet. I did see Uz there before he went towards cargo bay. And after the comms went out, I had lost track of everything. And then when they just and I was going down to do my upload at the viewing deck when I saw a dial and I saw the body. So, if it's not the dial, then I'm thinking it's.
I'm voting on Constantine.
So I don't know.
Alright, whatever. I'm throwing a dart on the board. I'm probably wrong, but.
Yeah, I'm throwing a dart as well.
Oh.
There's a shot.
You're all so good at this.
Yep, we are. Time to enjoy our defeat. At least let me finish my task before we all die.
I'm glad I voted for P Funky, otherwise I'd be dead and we'd be done.
Good shout, Constantine. I saw Dial standing right there. I voted for P-Funk. That's a hell of a play.
It didn't matter though.
Oh,
I
God.
was voting for Dial.
That was funny. Just Dial said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm ending the game," and he just twist my head off like it was a freaking soda.
Also, yeah, I don't know how you didn't see my body there.
Dial, that was a pretty amazing body count.
Dial, did you kill 3 people in the first round? Holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah, all 6, I think.
Yeah, you guys are all of a sudden willing to drop it on me,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, Dial is.
I kind of wish I would have trusted myself. Like the moment that there's any number of big kills, it's Dial. Like every time.
Dial, can you sign my ham hog?
I mean, if you insist.
Yeah, there was like a debate going on in Dead Chat. Like, surely one of us was mistaken. Dial couldn't have gotten all 3 of us.
No,
Yep.
I was right in mistrusting him.
Yep.
And I was the only
bodies
one who
pile up.
voted for him.
Yeah, you were the only one who voted for Nancy Flair.
Welcome in, Flair.
Oh, yeah, there's yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's roll.
Flair.
Hold on. Let's drop Flair into.
Yeah, if you all don't want to die, stop falling on my knife.
Oh, thanks, Joey. Didn't even think about it.
Hi. You're welcome.
Twist.
Alright, great. We got 11.
No, isn't it 10?
We did not make 10 louder this time.
Make a gun. Take the guns. Yeah, my nose is like. Ah!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, I found both of them in the viewing area on the lower left of the ship.
Okay, so I think I can whittle down who exactly was there, and because I saw Bonesaw down at the viewing deck because I did the upload, and the person I saw going down there was UzWorm.
You did. I didn't go down to there. I did a wiring task though. That's really all I can say.
Didn't even go down there, but I was actually going down over here.
Yeah, I mean, I did bump on Dial's way on the way.
I mean, I also saw you coming out of there. This is it could.
Great. This.
Alright, Pokepal.
I don't know.
Alright, Pokepal.
I do just go for the good old.
If you want a 50-50, this fucking go for it. Like.
Dial and the out of here.
Alright, hold on just a moment here. Pokepal, where were you? What were you doing?
I started up making a burger and then headed up to the cockpit.
Alright, so you started off in kitchen, and then you went past armory, and then and where were you? Were you in cockpit last?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next.
I think it's Pokepal because I saw Pokepal. I saw Pokepal in the vault. When the body was called, I dressed the mannequin, and I saw Pokepal near the vent. I thought maybe for a moment, maybe he's downloading data, but.
So real quick, you saw me
Yeah, I mean,
enter
the vent
the.
is around that area.
And it is possible. Hold on, one other thing. It is. I mean, since the vents do lead from the viewing area to the cockpit to the vault, it is possible he could have done it quickly.
It could be.
Alright, we gotta hold
just be.
somebody up.
This could be Dio and I just framing each other, but I don't.
I'm
I
skipping.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's about right.
Was floating.
Alright. We gotta keep an eye on Pokepal.
Yeah.
And
probably same
Dial
on
and
Dial.
Ooze. And Ooze.
What's up?
Psych is dead and medical below the cargo bay door.
Yeah.
You mean the one heading for medical, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, that makes sense.
That was probably a fresh kill because I was over in a lot of places really. I think.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. They're just people that are kind of buttholes.
I had entered medical from the electrical side, and I went and checked the monitor first, and went, "Ah, shit, Psych's dead." And I had a download right there, and he was just barely out of my view. So as I'm heading toward cargo, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, he's dead here."
Okay, yeah. Flare and I were just walking through the engine room together. Flare went up, and I was walking toward comms since it just got sabotaged at the end of the round.
Yeah.
This must have happened at the very end of the round because I saw Psych pass by through records, and I also passed by Constantine, who was in the gap room.
Yeah, I was doing the records, and I saw you there.
Yeah, I saw you coming out of electrical, so type in chat for us what you were doing.
Yeah, so I crossed the gap room, and I was on the other end of the ship, basically the rest of that round, so...
The only thing I could probably say with any certainty is that whoever did the kill must have vented, because I was actually at the download at the north end of the cargo bay.
Okay, Flare says they saw me and Joey, and I did see Flare there.
As for I saw Flare doing a download doing the upload on the deck. That was the first task I did, and then I was partying out in breakers. Joey, where did you say you were again?
Last time I started in main hall. I went.
I saw Joey a couple times during the round. I don't think it was Joey.
Yeah, I went up around records into cargo bay. I had to do the safe, and then I went over into electrical. And then
do we have anything to say?
I'm gonna skip. I saw Pokepal.
P-Funky was coming out. P-Funky and I encountered each other several times, so he is either using me as an alibi buddy or he could have done it, but I'm saying probably not.
Okay.
Pokepal.
I'm sussing him because he's been really usually quieter than usual.
As for Pokepal, he's been strangely quiet. He was in electrical almost the whole time doing the circuit breakers, or appearing to.
Well, and Pokepal came up behind me as I was finding the body. I was actually fleeing from Pokepal in the moment.
That's where the game is messed up. I'm unable to do my task. On the bright side, I could do all this then. 9182. And then now the engines.
Okay.
Okay, Joey's
was
dead
this?
in the main hall, and again, Pokepal was right behind me, and
Wait.
I don't know why.
In the main hall, like all of us were next to the main hall.
It was on the left side of the main hall, like below where you do the trash.
All right, well, I can say this much. I was with Flare and Dial, and I saw Ooze at the time. So if you're saying that Pokepal came up with you, Leezy, then I'm saying it's P-Funke.
I mean, I'm not so sure, because as I was entering showers, I was doing the ventilation code. Pokepal left the showers into the main hall, going that direction, and then as I came back to the main hall, Pokepal was coming back toward me and jumped into the decontam room. I think he was trying to hide for a cooldown.
Look, just vote me out because I keep being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and if you kill me out, then you can find the actual imposter.
No, I'm not willing to do that. Not willing to do that. Not at 7. We need to be as certain as we possibly can be, and I'm not willing to take that step. At this point, the only person that's unaccounted for is P-Funke, so that is where I'm at with it right now.
We're also like almost in with Tass, and they kind of need a kill cooldown and a half to win.
No, not if they're both alive. They only need one cooldown to end. They only need the cooldown to end once, and then they both can kill if we vote somebody out. So if we don't want to vote somebody out, that's fine, but I don't want to vote Pokepal because he says just vote me out for being in the wrong place. The only person I don't have anything on is P-Funke, so if we're going to vote somebody out, then I say we vote him out. Otherwise, we skip.
I mean, we're really close on task. We could just not vote.
I'm running my sus regardless.
Fuck.
What? I saw report
what
go off.
Oh.
What? Oh, dang.
What?
Well, it definitely wasn't Pokepal.
It wasn't so... Okay, so it wasn't Constantine, Leezy, and I, so...
It's Funke and Ooze. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Because we were together the whole round.
That's all that's left, because we were together the entire time.
Yep.
All right, which one do we want to vote for, guys?
Eeny, meeny, miny, P-Funke.
P-Funke it is.
Okay, sure. Assuming we don't get the task done, I'm calling the meeting room.
Just get your
Right.
Get your task done.
Yeah, my tasks are all done, so.
Get the meeting done.
P-Funke, fuck off! dude. Like, why the
Oh,
fuck did you
God.
not the first round?
Well, I will
What the
say,
fuck?
yeah,
Also, UzWorm, I've
Stop
been
making
killing
me
Yeah.
imposter. I'm sick of this shit.
Oh.
Like, UzWorm, you couldn't kill me after all these moments we shared there.
it's funny though.
Everything the
All
tower.
these intimate moments.
Yeah. UzWorm did kill me, and that was a good thing because after I did my task, I had to ban someone from my Twitch, my first ban.
Nice.
Oh.
And in Twitch.
Oh.
What'd they do?
They were trying to start.
Hello, do you want a big dick? Here you go.
Mostly it was just
No, actually, hold on. Wanna become famous?
no, it was just a trolls trying to start shit.
I see.
Was it a good one?
Nah, it was. I just said nope. I'm not. I'm tired of this, so I just ejected him.
Fair.
That's the right move.
Oh God! Oh my God! Instant.
Hey, Constantine,
Literally
what's up?
3 milliseconds.
I've literally been in the records room the entire time doing the records task.
I saw you walk in from showers.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I spawned
no.
At the records task. I don't know what else to say. I
Okay,
literally
yeah.
right there.
I said I don't know what else to say last fucking game. And I was imposter.
Yes, well,
Okay, well maybe it's not Constantine. It was in the main hall.
Oh, well, dang. Already voted.
Okay.
Anyone else want to say where they were?
Yeah, started on the brig, and I went in the vault, and I was downloading stuff.
I started in engine room and started to head up.
I started car in, I believe it was engine room, in the, or was it cargo, the one on the
Joey, as you're going up, did you see anyone?
No. I mean, as I said, it takes a while. I don't know what's going on today, but it takes a couple seconds longer than usual to.
Okay, so no one was on your route going up from engine to. Where'd you say you're going?
I was in brig. I started down the day when the body was called.
Okay.
I'll skip.
Well, I accidentally, I prematurely voted for Constantine, but I'd like to take
Flair
that
said
back.
kitchen to armory to kitchen. Funky hasn't said anything yet.
I started in
Cactus
kitchen,
also
and I
ain't
didn't
said
see
anything.
anyone. I went from kitchen to security.
Oh yeah, I was starting in the engine room and I did photos and then headed back up because I had a vault task in the vault.
Okay, that is right where the body was.
I'm pulling up.
Okay, well, sus on Cactus, but I think we're skipping.
Oh,
I
mean,
hope
I
we're
voted
skipping
on
anyway.
Constantine earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone else should
Okay,
skip
yeah.
because that's it. Yeah.
The
Then
fastest
Oh,
death
boy.
ever.
We almost-
sus on Cactus. It was right below the photos room is where the body was.
Oh.
Okay.
Ew. That is a bad that is a bad burger. What the hell is this? Why do you want a burger that is just mostly onion? It's like, yeah, let's make it an all onion burger and just tear through our stomach like it's nothing. Yeah, my stomach hurts just thinking about it.
Psych? What? Psych? What?
No,
You all good, buddy?
I can explain what happened. I
Okay.
went here while the lights
Dude,
were
okay.
off, and I wanted to turn them back on before reporting the body.
Okay. Fair,
Oh,
fair
good.
enough. Fair
Because do you
enough.
think I would have stood like in the middle of the room like
Yes. Yes, I do. I do
Ow.
think you would have done exactly that.
Hang on. It's not a fresh kill. Though I saw those bodies on the medical scanner a while ago, so that's been there for a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
like I said, I wanted to turn the lights back on before reporting the corpse.
This might be a long shot, what I'm about to say here, but
Okay.
I am 99% sure that someone vented from vault into cockpit while I was standing in cockpit, and I saw Cactus walking out of the cockpit. Right after I was in it with no one else.
No, I came up from armory.
We had
Came
stuff
up
on
from
Cactus to begin with, so.
You came up from our
Yeah.
Did you see any bodies in the viewing deck while you were down?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
wasn't in the viewing deck. I just had most of the gun
Just to
tasks.
get the evidence.
P-Funky saw me doing the gun tasks.
I saw P-Funky in electrical with me, Leedsy, and Joey.
P-Funky was in
towards the end.
armory for a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw P-Funky in there earlier.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know why it'd still be
I know at least Joey was in the electrical nook. He's the only one I can see with the lights out.
Yeah, I saw both of you guys when I was getting out of the.
I was gonna say I also saw Constantine there as well.
Alright, well, hashtag vote out the haters, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to.
Like, there's too much circumstantial evidence of that.
Sometimes it's all you got, I guess.
Or Psych actually did kill that body and was just standing
Yeah,
there.
and I was like, hello, everybody.
Just waiting until I came in to be like, oh, hello, UzWorm, I found a body.
See, what happened is he died from feeling extreme guilt.
Guilt
Yeah,
over
but I
it.
only
It's
say
a-
that to know if I was the
Lazy.
imposter.
Lazy, you're watching the Olympics.
Whole thing.
We're voting for Cactus, I think. That's okay.
Sorry, I'm watching volleyball.
I know.
Bouncy.
Of course.
Too many sports ball.
This is the only time I'm down for sports ball.
Alright, and then the last is upload data, and the task is done. All my tasks will be completed. And then it's just up to everybody to see if they survive or not. There we go. And all tasks are completed.
Well, this is interesting. So Pokepal was dead at the base of the ladder from meeting room.
That tracks. That's where I last saw Pokepal was going up the ladder.
Yep, I was just talking to my chat about how he was over in the.
Which ladder? Okay, which ladder? The one in
The one up the meeting
or
room. Meeting
electrical?
room. Yeah, to the meeting room in Gap room.
Okay, so gap room. Okay.
Yeah, like I was up there. Leedsy was also in the meeting room with me. Leedsy fixed the left side of the thing, and I fixed the right. Yeah. And then Pokepal walked up into there as I was leaving.
Yep, he was still up there when I got up there. He was doing the meeting room code, which I did. 01973, by the way. And yeah, when I came down, there was his ham hock. I was just mentioning in my chat how it's like, oh, okay, I think I can trust him because there's no reason for him to still be there.
Psych, what were you up to for the rest of that?
For the round, started in the kitchen. I had to do the upload when the alarm went off. I saw Constantine also come by as I was leaving, and I had to go to the cockpit. And then I ended up going to electrical in order to divert attention to the shower. Then I ended up taking a really long roundabout route because at one point I saw P-Funky on the way and I didn't want to cross path with him. So instead of going through the main hall, I decided to go to cargo bay in the toilets and everything.
Okay. Joey, what were you doing?
Over there, by the way, I can verify.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Joey?
all right. So after the alert was fixed, I know I saw you and Pokepal. You fixed it, and Pokepal was there.
True.
I had several wiring tasks to do. I had to take care of one in lounge and one in car. Whoa.
Okay, I'll just say if Cactus was right, we'll be fine. So
What?
we can
What
skip.
was
Think that too.
What was
Yeah,
that sound?
skipping.
I don't know what that sound was.
Sound
I
like
feel
a
sure enough that we got Cactus. That
at the time when someone voted.
Let me forgive me.
P-Funky's got feelings on this.
it's got thoughts.
But are they right?
Yeah, I don't need to move at all because I already completed all my tasks.
Yeah, okay. It was Joey. It was Joey.
Alright, let me just say, none of y'all put any sus on him because at the very beginning, I asked him if he saw anyone going up to Brig, and he should have said he saw me in that hallway.
It was a smart play. Smart play.
Here's the deal. When the game started, I started in engine room and I was going right. And all of a sudden, I saw a body, and Cactus, just like that, made a kill. So I, like a chicken,
Yeah.
like a headless chicken, I ran into shower.
Yeah. Funny enough.
Kill, and then the body was reported. And I thought, oh shit.
Cactus, was I right on that vent thing?
Funny enough, I actually have the clip.
I vented from viewing deck to cockpit, yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah,
I
she
saw
got me.
somebody.
and
The
then
lights
she
were
went
out. The lights were out. I thought it was plausible that I didn't vent. But
Sure. I mean, the thing was that I was standing on admin table and no one else was anywhere near cockpit, and then someone else just appeared in cockpit, and then I didn't see anyone when I was walking out. So it was like someone must have just
I thought
vented into there.
I thought it must have showed me when I was like in the vent because I thought I waited until.
Yeah, admin table does show people in vents.
That's
Today I
interesting.
learned.
I'm the only one who ever uses admin table in this group. So
No, I saw some
yeah.
people using it
Once in
yesterday.
a while, but not enough.
I did not
Yeah,
know. Wow.
same once in a while.
I said in this
Funny
group, I'm
enough,
the only one.
Funny enough, luckily for,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, nice, nice.
the funny thing is, I do have that clip.
Powers of the sick, I can walk.
I saw that. I'm seeing that. But yeah, I had the, funny enough, I had the clip ready. I just had to wait till the game was over before I posted it. Which I just did. The fastest death ever, I felt.
Yeah, well, we got it
Oh god, I could have used that. Just use the clip named Speedrun Death, baby.
Bees, that's what I'm waiting for.
I forgot about that.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Yeah,
Oh, God.
I'm being blown away.
Almost ready to start without it.
Oh, 11 people.
Yes.
The
11 out of 15.
The 11 people.
Oh god, that song.
Yeah, there's a song.
You gotta keep it separated.
That's a different song.
That
No, it's
never
not.
stopped me.
1990.
It's the same song.
You gotta keep them separated.
Um,
But yeah, I'm pretty much ready.
Wait, he was BRB.
Oh no!
yeah,
It's PFAFK time, baby.
it's not the first time. It won't be the last.
Well, I'm gonna say.
And watch as he's imposter.
Oh no.
Sleeping with a machete in his hand.
As one does.
Does the machete have a bone-shaped handle?
Wait, what? That is weird. Glitchy time. Okay.
Alright, so I'm fairly certain this was Pokepal.
Yeah.
You dare you kill P-Funk AFK. I can't believe this. So I just saw Pokepal walk into the showers from the main hall, which is right where the body was, and then ducked up into the shower, I guess, hoping I wouldn't see who it was.
Like, I know he was AFK, but that's still not an excuse to kill him.
What
I
was
was doing towels. I don't know what you're.
Yeah, you
Well,
used
in that case, you should have seen the body.
You used the towels to wrap up the murder.
And dumped him into the bin.
Yeah, it's
Hey, real
just like,
quick.
Yes.
At the end there, did anyone see what I saw in the gap room?
I wasn't in the gap room, so I don't know.
What was it?
So I saw Joey like halfway in a wall.
Oh no.
I don't know if that was a glitch, but
Yeah,
It really was because I started.
I noticed that as well.
It might have been a glitch. My game is really laggy tonight for some reason.
I clipped it. I'll show it. I'll post it after the I'll post it after the game.
I mean, maybe JoeyGatorman just reenacted like the cast of Montiliad or whatever, the tale of the guy.
The cast of Monty Dillo whatever.
I forgot the title. Alright.
Montiato.
For the love of God, Montresor.
Oh, hello. Now you see I'm testing out the proximity chat on Twitch. On Twitch, I mean.
On Twitch, yeah.
Oh, there it is. I saw the report button, but I couldn't actually see the body. It was like really well hidden behind a pipe in the engine room.
UzWorm, no!
So what's the name of the cask anyway?
The cask of Amontillado.
Yeah, Amontillado.
It's
Ah,
also
okay.
in
I
chat.
thought it was the cask, the cask of armadillo.
Okay, all right, Cactus, where did you say it was?
Engine room, sort of near the west side.
Engine room, okay. I started in Brig, I went to Vault to polish the ruby and download data, and then I
Yep,
went
past
into
Joey going into the vault as he was
Yeah.
going out.
and I went to meeting room. I saw you, Cactus.
Yeah, I passed Joey in meeting room. I saw Nancy ahead of me leaving meeting room when I was going up to meeting room. Where did you go after that, Flashsword?
Over to Gap to fix the lights. On the way to electrical, and body got called.
Yeah, the body was called when I was on my way to meeting room to take care of the garbage.
I was going to get my code from the fans.
For me, I was getting a Coke from the fan.
All right.
Go down a sec.
You're welcome. This bit of
Where's
advertising was brought to you by Ray Adulation.
I also started in Brig. I had passed Joey. I was on my way into the vault as Joey was leaving, polished the ruby, and by the time I was going out, the door was shut and I was stuck trying to get the door open.
Bonesaw and actually, Psych, where were you, lol?
Psych, where were you?
Oh yeah, I was in the archive for most of the game. The lights went out and I toured in through the darkness, and then I went into a cargo and I was stuck on the safe.
Didn't hear
I'm
anything from
skipping
Bonesaw.
because we're at 7.
Yeah. I mean, these kills are quick in coming.
Oh shit. Our girls had a 10-point streak and they just lost a point. Dagnabbit.
Someone let me know when the water polo starts. I want to watch. Cactus, you were standing right next to Constantine's body. It was medical.
I think that was my first time winning imposter in ever, because I'm more the supportive imposter, not the murdy boy.
Let me just say that Pokeball was standing on top of the body, and in the dead chat, Pokeball goes, "I was looking for towels, not bodies."
Oh yeah, also just as a spoiler warning, the safe task on Twitch is freaking unsufferable.
I believe it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm never playing it on Switch, so thankfully I don't have to worry about it.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
amazed
also
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
get
have to
outed
step
in the
out
very
for the
first
night,
round.
so yep, thanks for the games and have
Later,
a good
Psych.
night of the stream.
Bye, Psych.
Thanks for coming in, Psych.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry for killing you at the safe.
Yeah.
I will be I'll be right back here. Just give me a second.
Yeah,
Same, I
I'm
gotta
pretty
grab
amazed that
water.
I didn't get ejected in the first round because I killed Pete Funke in the hall because I'm like, oh, hey, I'm imposter, easy kill, here I go, and vented up to where all of you guys were going up to the meeting room, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just join all you guys, and just as I came out of the vent, Psyche came into the room, and I'm like, oh, I'm busted, and I guess he didn't see me.
Damn. That whole game was a comedy of errors.
That's probably the best game I ever had, though, so it worked out for me.
Mike, are you coming back in?
Oh, sorry about that. I had to post up the clip. The clip of you glitching into the wall.
We're just waiting for Constantine. Yeah, Cactus, I was wailing into the void because you were walking every direction except right where Constantine's body was.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had breakers. So
I know, I did. So you were walking the breakers. I was hoping you would just take a little peek into medical, just a little peek.
Yeah, I was so
didn't
sure
see
that
me,
you
like,
were gonna go into medical and find
trying
him,
to
and then when
find-
nothing happened, I was like, well, maybe Cactus was on breakers.
You didn't see me trying to find your corpse, UzWorm, because it was hidden behind that pipe.
I don't even remember where I died. Actually, I thought that this might have been lag on my part then, actually, because I died in the doorway to engine room. I thought.
No, you were a little bit further in the engine room, and
Yeah, you and I happened to cross paths.
Like I
and
said,
was
my
like,
game's been lagging really badly all night, and I don't know why.
yeah.
So on occasion, I just skip forward a few feet.
Look, usually I see you do that, and I assume it's my lag from New Zealand.
God, that was a good round. I got Pete Funke, Ooze.
Yeah, you got all 3 kills to win the game. Yeah.
Cactus.
Me.
That's 4.
Me right at the end.
I only killed.
Never done.
Yeah, I think I only killed Dial. Because I remember I killed someone when the lights were off and I was in the engine room.
I was in electrical, so it was definitely you.
Oh, and Constantine, I got him too. Yeah, I got 5. Damn. I've never done that well.
Like I said, you got the whole. Oh, Cactus.
Oh.
New Zealand internet.
Cactus is probably too.
Yeah, that's what happens when
True.
Yeah, sadly, I have a friend in Australia, so I know the whole, all the cables are underwater, so...
Okay, so with Australia, a lot of the problem is their really
Alright.
shitty, what's it called, national network fiber rollout, whereas New Zealand doesn't have that problem because we're not shitty Australia, like, but I was changing my name to
Because we're not shitty Australia. That's good.
Australia's like light America.
Oh, glad I didn't also see
I mean,
that.
Canada is America light. Australia is America 0.
I've heard Australia described as Arkansas with a beach.
Diet America.
Yeah.
All right.
Great value brand America.
Welcome back.
We have America
Thanks.
up home.
I have a grouchy kid who hasn't slept yet.
Oh dear.
Aww.
My chat's all talking about how bad Australia is now, so this is good.
No! Not again! Why? I hate playing imposter. Please, don't give me it. Leslie, no.
Okay, well, I don't know where Cactus was, but Leedsy died in the viewing deck, the left side.
All right. So, UzWorm, I have a question.
Yes.
I saw you when the lights went out. I saw you pass me. I was fixing the lights in cargo bay.
Yes, I assumed you were going to fix that. And the reason I was going that direction is because I was doing the toilet at the start. Flare ran past me right as the lights went off, so I was checking for a body in the lounge potentially.
All right. So Flare ran past
I was going to
me.
double back and do lights if I didn't find anything in there, but then you ran past, so I assumed you'd do it, which you did.
All right. I was okay because I was gonna ask because I was doing the ventilation task, and when I got the code, I saw Flare standing outside, and I was wondering about the possibility that Flare might have vented. So, all right. So I don't think Flare could have vented.
Okay, yeah,
At the very end of the round, Flare was in security.
Okay, yeah, Flare is saying that they checked medical and Cactus's body's been cold for a while, so I'm guessing that they were the first kill.
Sure.
All right. But
I mean, I didn't see anyone like on my way from security into the viewing deck. No one was in that area. There were a few people behind me. I believe I saw. It might have been. It was either P-Funke. No, it was Bonesaw. I saw Bonesaw walking across the main hall as I went down the ladder into electrical.
Yeah, mostly I was heading to records since I needed to take care of some recording.
Sure. And then Flare Sword was in security with me and then walked into the other viewing deck at the very end. So I don't think this was them.
All right.
But that's all I can really say.
So it sounds like we should probably just skip right now?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip. I saw no one else. I don't think I saw anyone else outside of UzWorm and Flare.
Me and Flare, yeah. What?
Flare complained about the hum.
Of course.
Yeah, really. Fix the lights. Going to the main hall. Make them take the long range round. Okay, let's keep going. Too many people here, so I can't do anything. Could try to kill because it's.
Constantine, I don't think you muted.
I'm on push to talk, Joey, so I don't know how you could think I'm not muted.
We heard you cough, I think.
I didn't cough, though.
Someone did. Anyway,
Okay,
I'm dead. Hi. Hello.
While Flare's talking, where was everyone real quick? I think Constantine and P-Funky were in records. I was doing the sorting thing.
No, I was, by the end there, I was in the viewing deck. I did the download in the gap room after I fixed the lights, and then I went across. I believe I had wires in the lounge. Or no, I had the vent cleaning in the records room, and then I headed down to do my upload.
Okay, I was heading to.
That's by you in records, and that's what I was doing the sorting task, and just saw you kind of standing there.
Okay, yeah, I was doing the vent cleaning.
Alright.
Yeah, I was heading to engine room because I had to do the last wiring part of my task.
Alright, I started in records. I had to do the remainder of my tasks in main hall, which was, well, I did the decontamination. I was started to develop photos. Went down to electrical. I saw Mike there. I diverted power. Let's see where I go next. Oh, I went to viewing deck on the left. Fix the wiring. And then armory away. Took away rifles, and then up to comps, download data when the body was called.
I see.
Well,
Thank you for letting me know that my connection is still up and running.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm just looking at what Nancy Flair said.
Oh.
well, we are going. Well, we're on 7, so we probably shouldn't
Yeah.
vote unless we've got something. So I guess we
Yeah,
may as well
I
take that
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, same.
Okie dokie.
Not gonna be worth it. Right.
Thank you to the imposter for killing me when you did, because I just saw the end of this match and I just screamed and it would have hurt all your ears.
Let's bring a little excitement to the game.
Yeah, I just need to let me see if I could do this and hopefully help my buddy out. Tank in a box.
I need to just start calling an
Well.
emergency meeting. I knew it was Bonesaw.
God damn.
Oh. Well, I will say, Dial did most of the work. All I did was just support.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you gotta do.
Healing machine.
Wait, I just went up to the viewing deck and Bonesaw was there.
But I will say I did eat Columbus though.
Columbus.
Meanwhile, Cactus is out, probably changing her name.
Nah, I'm gonna head off.
All right, bye, Cactus. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, see you later, Cactus. Thanks for
They're
coming.
gone.
Take care.
Alright, let me make a quick adjustment in cooldown.
All right. That's good.
And let's go. I think I'll maybe change maps for the last couple of games as well.
Sure, that sounds good.
Oh, thank God it's crewmate this time around. I don't want to be. Okay, let's go to. Oh yeah, I have to go that way. I just saw the vault. Alright, there goes that. Now I gotta pick up poopy towels. Oh, I gotta do a lot of stuff in showers. I'm the trash man. I eat garbage. Alright, picking up these. Alright, well, I'm halfway through towels.
Nice. I think Flair's sword ran away from UzWorm's body.
Where was this?
Oh.
Nancy
This
Flair?
was in medical by, I believe it's by Vitals.
Okay, which way was Flair heading?
Flair was heading east into Cargo Bay.
East. Okay. I was in electrical when the body was called. Only other person who was in there at the time was PokePal, I think, doing the breakers. So
I spawned it in bridge. I polished the ruby, and I had like multiple tasks in shower. I had to pick up the towels, followed by take out the trash, followed by electrics.
okay.
And
All right. So Joey, do you figure this is a new kill or what?
I figure it's a new kill. Alternatively, okay, I went down to I started in Cargo Bay. I went down to medical to download data. Constantine was there. I then went to fix the lights. I saw UzWorm pass me and head down toward medical. So
That's when you followed after.
here's the deal. Flair Sword is claiming that they didn't see his body. I am very suspicious. I mean, then again, I almost missed the body myself when I was heading into electrical.
Well, if we're not certain, again, we're on 7, so.
What a fine time to be on 7.
Well, and if you're saying that you almost missed it yourself, would you say it's reasonable that someone else could possibly miss it too?
Yeah, that's the thing, and the thing is, we're on 7. I hate to do that because part of me is saying it's Flair, part of me is saying it's Constantine.
Well, it's not me. I had a bunch of part 1 tasks that I got done. I was on my way to do the fans when this all went down.
Why did I vote me out?
Something's gonna happen. I feel it in the air. Okay, let me get some fuel for the engine after I do this one. I'll put the fuel in afterwards, I'll go. Oh, never mind, someone already took care of it. There we go. No, my brain! The robot is just like, yay, you killed him. You destroyed the evil one. You know, So she was the evil one.
Joey, man, like what?
Well, dang.
God.
I guess you should have pushed a little bit harder there, Joey.
I'll say this.
You had it dead to rights, and then you just talked yourself out of it over the course of 3 minutes.
I'll have to say though, it was kind of hilarious of her just shooting and it just paused for a moment while the robot just stares with its dead eyes at me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're remaking the room.
Yeah, we're remaking the room.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, you had it, and then you gave it away, Joey.
That round for me was the opposite of my other imposter round, where I did basically nothing and then got the one last kill. I think the entire first round I didn't even move because I was watching rhythmic
Yeah, I saw you.
You're right. I saw
standing
you.
in,
Yeah.
I saw you standing like nowhere.
And I was in the gap room. You two were fixing the.
Flair
I'm
says I
going
did all the
between you
kills,
two.
that means you got volleyball. Hey
Yeah,
Flair, I got the last kill there for you, and I got you out of hot water in the meeting, so that was my contribution.
It was apparently enough. Yikes. I found a green ham hock at the canisters in O2.
I can clear leads, and I believe Flair because we were in the upper right.
As soon as the lights went off, I immediately rushed to turn them back on.
Yeah, I don't know who you were thinking of. I was with Bonesaw trying to turn the lights back on. I did see you for a second while I was doing fuel, though.
Okay. That might have been like in the middle of the round. I was fixing the node, and you came up.
Yeah, that's when I was doing fuel.
Lab, so okay.
All right, Pokepal, P-Funke, what you got?
I started in the. Well, I don't have a map pulled up for this. What happened? I'm way too tired to go by memory.
Well, where did anyone see where Uz went?
At no point did I see Ooze after I left the ship.
Perhaps the only person to see Ooze was the killer.
Perhaps.
Which is true.
Dial, why'd you go to the keys?
As a joke. It's
Yeah,
tradition at this
might
point.
be. Yeah, it pretty much is. This is going to be a matter of who was going to notice it.
Yep. Well, if we got nothing.
Really doesn't seem like we have much. P-Funke didn't respond, so. But we're on again. Here we are. We're on 7, so.
Oh.
Hmm.
We'll have to fix another one. Let's go. So, Funke, did you see anyone in the lab? Hmm.
Yeah, we saw each other in the whatever the top right corner of the map is.
Well, 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 Mike.
Oh,
Saw
did
you
Bonesaw
exiting
use
lab,
it?
and there was a Leedsy as he was running out of lab.
Oh. Bonesaw uses his Bonesaw to murder Leedsy.
Indeed.
I'm sold.
Any last words?
I'll have one last word, and it's as always. Macaque!
Cool.
Macaque! Yeah, I kind of spaced out there for a moment, and I got punished for it. Yeah, my stomach is acting up.
All right. So that's interesting. Funke saw flare. Everything is happening in text.
So this is silent fight.
It is silent fight.
Oh boy.
It's the Among Us adventure.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, wait, first one then the other?
Maybe.
I mean, I feel like you're good, and I feel like, and I know I'm good, of course, but that's one of them.
could do neither. I just have the sample and the medbay scan, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm confident we got one, so.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be here if we didn't. All right, yeah, we can skip, and let's get those couple of tasks done. I think we might be all right.
You
Because
don't
I
wanna
am
follow me?
finished. Yeah, I'm going with you for sure.
Okay, cool.
This is about as expected.
Ooh. Well,
It was Flare.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Flare. P-Focus saw it.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah,
Problem is we
I
didn't
kind
have
of
any voice inflections to go off of.
yeah, I kind of spaced out when I saw the body, and then once I saw the dial came in, it's like, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm one, like I said, I suck at this whole imposter thing. So
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and call this the last game.
All right.
For me, anyway.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah, I
that.
probably
Yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah, this
stay
will
too
be
much
the last
longer.
one.
Yeah,
I got a shit day tomorrow.
yeah, my kids still won't go to sleep, so.
God, I think I could be an imposter on this last game. If it will fucking let me load. What?
So that's interesting.
Fucking game wouldn't let me load, and 1 second after I faded in, there was a body called.
So I was doing the drill. Uz was 2. Lights went down, and as I was leaving, his body was there. And the only person I saw in the vicinity running by was Leezy.
I mean, I was running into the lab. I didn't see anybody because the lights were down.
So the report button went up, like, at the hallway. I didn't realize until I was walking out.
Let's see. Flare says, I was over there technically by telescope, but I didn't see any of you before the lights went down.
Okay, alright, wait, hold on, wait. So, Dial, where was the body?
It was by the drill, but the report button went up as I was, like, near the hallway, which was kind of weird. I didn't see the body exactly, but I assume it might have been at the bottom part of that lot.
I can tell, I'll tell you now that Uz's murderer was not Funky, because when I spawned in dropship, Funky just stood there.
Okay.
And so did you, of course.
Well, I didn't. Well, I mean, I was still loading. I have to. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I was running for the telescope.
Yeah, I was in the.
Flare says, lobby chat you taunted me once more.
I did my course charting, and I was in the fuel shed when the lights went down.
yeah, I was in O2.
I'm just gonna skip.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Let's skip for now. It just, kind of odd that I saw Leezy run by as...
Yeah, let's keep an eye on Lazy for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. All I can really say is the lights were out, and I've got, like, one eye on the TV.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Let's see what happens next. I really freaking hate that Geek's not giving me imposter, even though I don't want to be the imposter.
You little fucker. Fuck you.
What?
Well
Get
then.
up, Joe.
Joey?
There's a thing.
I agree, by the way, but yeah.
Hello.
Whoa, Joey died?
I found Joey in O2.
Surprise,
Yeah.
I had no
Oh
idea
dear.
you
Oh
were back.
man.
What?
Yeah.
Imagine
So
that.
What an unexpected plot twist.
I can. Yeah. Okay. So to start out, I can clear Constantine because both of us walked into O2 as we heard the murder. So.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw you go find the body
I was
right
with
away.
Flair when
Yeah, I
the
was in
voices
Specimen
started.
doing Simon Says and just heading up toward the lab as the body was called. I feel like I'm never going to make it to the telescope.
Not at this rate.
P. Funky says, I thought Joey was having a tough time killing someone else.
I mean, you could almost expect that, yeah.
But yeah, Flair was with me when the voices started, and she apparently saw that I was scanning, so I guess that's that.
Mike, say where he was.
Not that I noticed. But to answer your Flare, after I swiped my card, I shot asteroids, and Joey went past weapons when I was shooting asteroids, and then yeah, I opened the door to O2 and did the trash dump there, and Dial was pretty much right behind me.
As I was taking care of those outside thingamabobs. You know, the thing, those little
thingamabobs
in the north.
Oh, yes.
It's those little things that are sticking out of the ground that you have to get information of.
The node.
Flare.
Oh no, Flair!
Right.
Oh,
Well, that
man.
escalated quickly.
Go stand in the corner.
I get so.
Get the horny bat. Just bop it. No horny.
Okay, so I'm just putting most of my sus on Mike and Leedsy at the moment.
Yeah, I can support that idea.
Flair, why did you vote it for yourself?
I mean, obvious reason.
is this?
Numbers, pad, and specimens.
Okay.
You see anyone else
Well.
who went down in specimens at the beginning of the round?
I was taking care of garbage and oxygen until the seismic alert came on, and I had to head to the northwest to take care of it. I was
I
wait.
had gone to fix lights, but Constantine beat me to the punch. But
I did
Some-
see Lindsay up there by the lights, so yes.
yep, saw him at the door, peeked in to make sure there were no bodies. Then I went to O2 for a download.
Well,
Into the south.
yeah, I would have to think so. I don't know. Bonesaw?
Like I said, I was taking care of the thing in oxygen with the garbage, and then I had to head up north to hit the left seismic alert thing, since if we don't take care of it, we die. And I was just standing there waiting for someone else to get in. On the right
For
side.
someone to get within stabbing range, you mean?
No, so then we can do the hand thing and turn off the seismic before we all collapse and die.
Flair is asking where I was. I started out by finally making my way to the telescope, and when I came out of the lab, I was gonna do the refuel, and the lights were down, so I went to go do the lights, and that's where I crossed paths with Constantine.
Yeah, and I was finishing my refuel when the alarm went off, so if the body hadn't been called, I was going to be handling the left side.
Well, we gotta go in on someone.
Yeah, I did see Lazy Bed Lights.
I am going in on Mike. If anyone else wants to.
I'm with you.
Come on, do it. I hate it when it doesn't accept my click.
Yeah, I had that happen earlier.
And the last thing I said before getting in the lava. Ah, my bones! Oops.
Whew, okay.
Ooh, well.
Dial,
Oh,
please,
was Lazy.
can you, if you saw, she was standing on my body. What is wrong with you?
That's around. I only
Good freaking
saw her
time
running by,
things happen.
so... I only saw her run by. I wasn't 100% sure it could have been her.
And I appreciate that attempt to shut Dial and me into the room. We just barely missed him.
Yes, he
I
just
shut him by myself.
he just went. Yeah, I tried to shut him in, and then he was like, "Nope, I'm out of here."
So...
Okay, well, I think that's got to do it for me tonight.
Yeah.
I've got a grouchy kid that's 3 hours
Haunting his body
oversleeping.
the entire time, not even doing anything.
I'm just sad I didn't get a single imposter round this time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Mike Lazy.
I got too many.
Game away.
Yeah.
Man, I'll have to say that it was just. I'll have to say it was kind of blah when when they kept on giving me imposter. It's like, no, I don't want to play imposter. Why?
Alright, well, I personally am going to go raid Juker. I do want to say thanks everybody for... I was very worried we weren't going to get a chance to do this week with how things happened to me on Tuesday, so thank you all for being here.
You're welcome. It's a nice break from doing stuff in real life.
Yeah, things are better. It'll be better once the kid is back to sleeping like a normal human being again. So
Oh yes.
I gotta deal with that as soon as I get off of here. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. But yeah, hopefully see y'all guys next week. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for Arkham City. Probably gonna try to do that a little bit later to make sure he's asleep more than today.
Later would work for me.
As
Yeah,
for
so
my, you know, as
push
for
it
me,
9:30.
as for me, I'm just gonna say that. Just send me that information of Juker so I can send my folks there. And then for me, tomorrow will be Friday Night BattleTech since my GM is now feeling up to it.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to be brief with my stream. That there will be no Saturday morning stream tomorrow. Saturday afternoon will be a 5-way SMZ3 combo rando race with
Well, I would
me,
assume there's
Beatus.
no Saturday morning stream tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's gonna be Friday.
Oh, I'll talk myself.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so Saturday morning, no stream, no regularly scheduled stream, but Saturday afternoon at 1 Eastern Time, 5-way SMZ3 combo rando race with Ragni, Beatus, Skelebro, Pink Kitty Rose, and myself. So it'll be a lot of fun. I am sure of that.
Yep, I'm gonna be providing the seed and hosting the affair. So everybody, be ready to have some good times there. I will see you all tomorrow night for Batman.
Take care.
Also,
Good night, guys.
Night, everyone.
bye everyone.
Night.
Yep.